Hey guys, welcome to another collection video. This will be the collection video for PlayStation 4 Flash, the one game I have for PlayStation 5. I only have one game for the PlayStation 5 because I just got it, and it's not even a physical copy, it's a digital copy. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. My PlayStation 4 collection was actually bigger than I thought it was. It's not huge, but it's bigger than I thought it was, so we're going to have to get started on this, so... We only got two collections left. We got this one, and then we got one more after this. So then after that, I'll figure out something to keep people engaged or something. But first game, I actually streamed on my channel. It's the third game of the Oculus series. There was Oculus Trip, which has been released on Switch as Oculus Trip Hellbound and Decompressed or something like that. And then there was Oculus Trip Undead and Undressed. This one's called Oculus Beat. It's different. Yeah, you go into, you're an otaku, and then you go into people's fantasies to try to figure out, or try to stop them and, stuff like that, and you're just trying to go to a normalcy. It's kind of like more of a classic RPG style, but I mean, it's okay. It's an okay game. Then we have Batman Arkham Knight. I got the Steelbox version of it. So it's Batman Arkham Knight, which is the fourth game of the Batman Arkham series, because there was Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and now there's Arkham Knight. This one's okay. It's not the best one, and because there were some glitches and stuff that needed to be patched up. But for what it's worth, it's really still not that bad of a game. It's not bad at all, and kind of stuff. But yeah, so got that one. Then we got Borderlands 3. It's Borderlands. And it's even more to it because it's PlayStation 4. But yeah, it's Borderlands. It's still got the quirky, the crazy guns, the quirky characters, and everything like that. It's still fun. It's still fun. So then we have, remember for the Xbox 360 we had I had Catherine. I got the remastered remake version of it called Catherine Full Body. Basically, it's still the same game, but there's a third Catherine because there's Catherine and Catherine. We wanted to see one with the K. Then there's another Catherine that you can try to get whose name starts with the Q, so it's Catherine with the Q. And all that kind of stuff. But it's still essentially the same game, but they just added a new character you can, and there's more endings and more stuff you can do. But it's essentially the same game, but there's just a new girl you can. It's still the same Catherine. But again, like I said, there's a new girl you can go after. So, and I'll show you a picture of the three girls. There's Catherine with a C, there's Catherine with a K, and there's Catherine with a Q. So, and each one of them have like a little stuff like that. So, then we have the Crash Insane Trilogy, Crash 1, 2, and 3 on PS4. I've already 100%ed all three games, but if you like the original Crash trilogy for the PS1, Crash trilogy for the PS1, it's just HD and more to it and all that kind of stuff. But basically, it's great games. Then we have Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, which is the HD remake of Crash Team Racing. I haven't finished this one because I'm not exceptionally good at racing games. And this one's actually kind of hard. But, I mean, to me it's kind of hard. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure for other people. But I've never actually finished it. But I'm going to eventually stream it and finish it one day. But, I mean, it's basically it's Crash Team Racing, but the HD remake of it. So. Then we have... Figure it out. Hold on. Sorry. The HD remastered version of, well, it was only released for the PSP, but now we have Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, which is it's like a remastered version of Crisis Core on the PS4. It's Crisis Core. It's the prequel to Final Fantasy VII. Tells you the story of Zack and what happened to him before the events of Final Fantasy VII and all kind of stuff. They added a few little audio things, new voice actors. Some people weren't very fans of the voice actors, but overall, it's still classic Crisis Core, which is still a great game, great story and everything like that. But I mean, it's basically what happens to Zack in the prequel of Final Fantasy VII. Then we have a game that I started to stream, but I couldn't finish it because I got frustrated and I gave up on it. Eventually, I'll probably just play it in my own time and maybe try to restream it again one day. But I couldn't ever finish it because, I don't know, the game, I got stuck and I got just frustrated with it. But it's Dark Souls Remastered. Never finished it, got stuck with I believed it was the Capra Demon. And I don't know if the Capra Demon was actually optional or something like that, but I actually got stuck on it and I got frustrated, so I just kind of gave up on the game. But I mean, eventually I'll go back to it, but I might just play it in my own time and just try to get through it myself and then probably stream it one day. But yeah, I got Dark Souls Remastered. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, which is the third game of the Dissidia Final Fantasy series, which is Final Fantasy fighting game. You get all kinds of like characters, usually one good character and one bad character from each Final Fantasy game. There's storylines, and you can battle it out like in a fighting style. This one has 3-on-3 battles though. But basically, it's usually the hero and the villain for each Final Fantasy game. Like Final Fantasy 1 would be like Garland, Chaos, and the Warrior of Light. Final Fantasy VII is Cloud and Sephiroth. Although they got some other characters too, like I think Tifa's in it. But there's a bunch of characters, and it goes all the way up to I think Final Fantasy 15, and I think also to it goes like Mana series and other stuff like that too. But it's basically a Final Fantasy fighting game. It's okay. It's not as good as the first two. Then we have Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I've actually played the heck out of this game. I got a really good creative character. I haven't played it in years, but it basically goes all the way up to Beerus and Whis, I think. It might be Xenoverse 2, but basically you're a time patroller and you're just trying to save the Dragon Ball multiverse, and it's a big fighting game, storyline, all kind of stuff. You got kind of a unique storyline compared to other Dragon Ball games. And I got Xenoverse 2 also, which is more the same. I think it just adds more to the story, goes up to Dragon Ball Super and everything like that, and some unique characters, and it's got like the Supreme Kai of Time and other kind of stuff like that, and more Time Warriors and defending the multiverse and all that kind of stuff. Then we have Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age. Great Dragon Quest game. I have finished it. Eventually probably put it on my channel, but it's going to be a heck of a game. It's probably like a 70-80 hour Dragon Quest game, but I'll probably eventually put it on my channel. But it's still Dragon Quest goodness, but it's just more HD, more upgraded graphics, but the battle play system's basically the same. There's not really much too changed on that and stuff like that, but it's still it's still an amazing Dragon Quest game. Skyrim, which I already had on Xbox 360 by having it for PS4 also, and Skyrim. Elder Scrolls Online. It's still Elder Scrolls, but it's online. You can play more multiplayer and do some. Think of like Elder Scrolls MMORPG, and stuff like that. And that's Elder Scrolls Online. You can do more multiplayer stuff and everything like that. But yeah. Then we have Fallout 4. I've never actually really played much of the Fallout series, including this one, but I do have it. I just never really played it. But I know the Fallout series is really popular, but I've never really personally played any of them. But I might actually play this one day, but I don't really know much about it, to be honest. So then we have Final Fantasy VII Remake. A lot of people were upset that it was only like a little bit of the game, but that was the intention of it. It's basically Final Fantasy VII through the Midgard, but really expanded the story and So at that to the point where it's like the beginning all the way to when they start leaving Midgard, heading off to try to find Sephiroth and everything like that. So, but it's basically, and of course, Rebirth is coming for the PS5, which I am definitely going to be getting. But basically, it's Final Fantasy VII. It's a remake of Final Fantasy VII, but it's only the first little portion of it when they're in Midgar and everything like that. So then we got a not so popular Final Fantasy game. I've played it a few times. I've beaten it a few times. It's not the best Final Fantasy game, but I have beaten it. I've streamed it on my channel. But it's Final Fantasy Type 0. Originally only released for the PSP and only in Japan. We never actually got it until they released the HD version for this. Yeah, for the PS4 and Xbox One. But, I mean, it's good. It's okay. But they still have like the little missions and everything kind of set up like you were playing it on the PSP. You play with like 14 different characters, and 12 of the characters are named after cards and stuff like that. And it's basically trying to stop a war from the Empire and all that kind of stuff. And each character has got different mechanics. Like one of them uses playing cards. One of them uses a whip. One of them uses different things, guns and swords and stuff like that. One of them just uses their fists, stuff like that. But it's okay game. Final Fantasy X 10-2 HD Remaster. Again, I got it for the PS4 also. So I got it for the PS3 and somehow got it for the PS4 also. It's still the same thing. But, I mean, it's the PS4 version, so. Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age, the HD remake of Final Fantasy XII. And it's the international version where they add like job classes and more stuff to do and more bosses and everything like that. So, but it's still Final Fantasy XII at its core. It's just like more the international version, right? So you get to pick, each character gets 2 job classes you can choose and stuff like that. And there's other things you can do. There's like trial mode. There's all kinds of stuff you can do on this compared to the original Final Fantasy XII. But it's still Final Fantasy XII at its core. Then we have Final Fantasy 15. Beaten it twice. Once in my own time and then once when I streamed it, which was actually the very first game I ever streamed on my channel. It's okay. It felt incomplete. Even with the DLCs, it still felt kind of incomplete. It felt like it was rushed out, but not saying it's a bad game, but it's definitely not the best Final Fantasy game. I put it over 200 hours on it though, so I mean, road trip with your buddies trying to reclaim the throne, and basically one of the best villains in a while with Arden, who me and my half brother called Kefkaroff because he reminds me of Kefka, because he actually successful, kind of destroys the world and has like things like Sephiroth. So it's still not a bad game though. Then we have GTA 5. Yep. So I got GTA 4. Do I have GTA 4? Yeah, I got GTA 4 for the Xbox 360, the original GTAs for the PS2, 3, and then I got GTA 5. It's still GTA. I've never actually finished the main story, the story. I was having too much fun causing havoc. But one day I'll actually finish the story and everything like that. So it's GTA still, though. I know people are ready for GTA 6, but, I mean. Then we got Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5. To the 2 HD remixes they had for the PS3. They put it on the PS4 on one disc. And the only reason why I got this is for streaming purposes. So I can stream all the games. But it's basically all the games from Kingdom Hearts 1.5, which was Kingdom Hearts 1, Final Mix, Chain of Memories, Free Fire Fable 2 Days, and Kingdom Hearts 2, which is Kingdom Hearts 2, Birth by Sleep, and Recoded. Just all on one disc. And I said I did it for streaming purposes. So that's the only reason why I really got this version of it. So it was for streaming purposes, but it's basically just 1.5 and 2.5 on one disc. Then we have Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, which is the game that leads up to Kingdom Hearts 3, which has Dream Drop Distance, the cutscenes to Kingdom Hearts back cover, and then Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2, which is the story that you use as Aqua, which is the prelude to Kingdom Hearts 3, and the ending leads right up to Kingdom Hearts 3 and all that kind of stuff. So it's still good. I mean, so that completes all that. And then we have, speaking of Kingdom Hearts 3, I have Kingdom Hearts 3. What can you say about it? I mean, it's good. It's good. Is it great? It's not great, but it's good. I mean, it completes the Darkseeker Xehanort saga, and it's going to be leading up to a new saga with Kingdom Hearts 4. Actually, there's one more game after it, but still, which I do have. But, I mean, most of the worlds are cool. I mean, okay. And it's got a pretty epic ending with the fight against Xehanort and everything like that. But it basically completes the saga, and then Sora kind of disappears because he uses the power of waking too much or something like that. And then that leads up to the Darkseeker trilogy, Lost Masters trilogy, saga, which is going to be coming starting with Kingdom Hearts 4. And then, like I said, there is one more game in the Darkseeker saga before it ends. And then it starts off with the new saga, is Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. It's basically a rhythm-based music Kingdom Hearts game. And Kairi's using her memories to try to find out where Sora actually went. And you go through all the worlds, playing all the songs and stuff like that. And there's a story behind it, which you do kind of find out where Sora's at. And all this builds up to Kingdom Hearts 4. But it's basically kind of a rhythm-based music Kingdom Hearts game. Then we have Monster Hunter World, which surprisingly I've never played. I haven't, never played it. I never actually played a Monster Hunter game. I need to play this one day. Maybe I'll put it on my channel blind or something like that. I don't know, but I've never actually really personally played Monster Hunter. I've been playing so much other stuff that I just haven't had time to play it. But, I mean, I might play it one day. But I've heard this game's really good, so. Then we have Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. Which, again, it's okay. It's good. It's not as good as the first one. But, I mean, you're playing action battles, and you can summon monsters and all that to kind of help you out, and there's a whole new story. It's still a great game, but it's not as good as the first one. So then we have Persona 5. I have played it, finished it, put a ton of hours into it. It's a great game. It's the first game I've actually played in the Persona series. I need to try. I know there's like Persona 2, 3, or something like that, or 3 and 4 HD coming out. I can't quite remember which ones it is, but I definitely need to play those. My first foray in a Persona, and I absolutely loved it, and all kind of stuff. I put in probably a good 80 to 100 hours into it, but I mean, I loved it, so. Then we have the game I'm currently streaming, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins, which is a prequel to Final Fantasy 1. It tells you the story of Jack Garland, how he became Garland and how he became Chaos and Garland and everything like that. So it's basically Ninja Gaiden meets Final Fantasy, hack and slash. I need to finish streaming this one day, but I'll start streaming that, trying to finish streaming that soon. So then I have another copy of Tales of Zestiria. And the thing is that I actually had it for PS3, but my best friend got me a Christmas present, which wound up being this, without him realizing that I actually had it on the PS3 already. So I have it for the PS4 also. I mean, so. I already explained what I thought about it on my PS3 collection. Then we have Tales of Berseria. Good game. Probably one of my top 5 Tales games. It's got a very good main character. The battle system seems a little bit more fast-paced and stuff like that. The story's really good and all kind of stuff, but Berseria is actually pretty good. So then we have Uncharted 4, The Thief's End, the final game of the Uncharted series. Nathan Drake's final mission, and so that's that. And a bunch of stuff, still Tomb Raider and stuff like that, but I mean, basically it's his final mission, and he makes a lot of sacrifices and stuff like that, but it's still really good. Then we have Until Dawn, which is made by the people who made Detroit Become Human and stuff like that. Basically, it's a survival horror like Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain kind of style. It's a psychological horror. You get trapped in a cabin, and there's somebody hunting you, killing off everybody, and you have to figure out what's going on and everything like that. And each choice you make can make it be a choice of life, death, and everything like that. So it's good. It's pretty good psychological horror. Then we have, sorry, I'm a little under the weather. World of Final Fantasy. Not a great Final Fantasy. I mean, I have played it, beaten it, put it on my channel. But basically, you go around as chibi characters of some of the Final Fantasy, and you're going around trying to figure out, remember who you are, and you're basically trying to discover your past with the two main characters, save the future, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's okay, but I mean, and the final game I have for the PS4 is WWE 2K19. It's alright. This one's a little bit buggy and all kind of stuff, but for what it's worth, it's really not that bad. I mean, yeah. That's it for the PS4. And like I said, I only have one game for the PS5, besides Astro's Playroom, but that's equipped with every single PlayStation 5. It's like a tech demo kind of game. It's not bad, but I only have a digital copy of it, but it's Final Fantasy 16, which I recently just finished beating yesterday, put 74 hours into it. I have beaten it yesterday. I thought it was a pretty great game. I'm eventually going to get the physical copy of it because I like physical medium. I'm not a digital kind of person. But, I mean, I got it, played it. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. But, got it, played it, beat it. I beat it last night. I said 74 hours of my first playthrough. Eventually going to put it on my channel. But, I mean, probably not for another few months or something like that. Because there's still games I want to do. I'm going to put it on my list. So I got 4 games I want to stream. I'm going to put it on my list, and if it gets picked, then that'll be the next one I do. But, I mean, we'll see how it goes. But I thought it was a good game. But I've just recently finished it. I'm going to get the physical copy of it eventually. So that's my PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 collection. There's only one collection left, and that's going to be my Nintendo Switch collection, which isn't that big of a collection. And after that, I'll figure out other videos, maybe some top 10s or stuff that I may want to do, but I'll think about that when the time comes. But I still have one more collection to go, and we'll figure out. Then after that, I'll figure out some ideas, maybe get some ideas from some people to maybe put on my channel, all kind of stuff. But for now, that was my PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 collection. My last collection, the Nintendo Switch, is coming up next. Have a good day.